This week in particular always feels a little different to me, and I think it probably feels that way for a lot of folks as well. Because it sits in that stretch of time between Christmas and the New Year where most of the usual noise and urgency has faded, but the calendar itself hasn't actually turned yet. What that means is that nothing new has officially started, but mentally, many of us are already beginning to look ahead, which naturally creates a moment where it makes sense to slow down just enough to take stock of where we are before deciding what comes next. And I want to be clear because this isn't about trying to wrap the year up neatly or come to some grand conclusion about how everything went, but rather about recognizing that this in-between moment gives us space to reflect without the pressure of needing immediate answers. The reality is that the year that's ending looked different for every one of us, and in most cases, it was probably a mix of things that went according to plan, things that didn't, and situations where the plan itself changed along the way. And that's not a failure, and it's not unusual. It's simply how real life tends to work. And I think this particular week is a good reminder that it's okay to acknowledge that complexity without rushing to fix or reframe it. As we start thinking about the year ahead, the important distinction here is that we don't actually need to have everything figured out right now, especially when it comes to bigger decisions around home, family, timing, or long-term plans. In my experience, those kinds of decisions tend to go better when they are made with intention and clarity rather than urgency. And that's something I try to reinforce consistently in my work, both with clients and through Market Pulse Weekly. So when I look ahead to 2026, my hope is that it brings steadiness, opportunity, and clarity, but on a timeline that feels right for each of us individually, rather than one dictated by outside pressure or expectations. Market Pulse Weekly will continue into the new year with the same purpose it's always had, which is to offer thoughtful, pressure-free insight when it's helpful, and to help you think through decisions at your own pace, whether those decisions are immediate or further down the road. And if at any point you want to talk through what the year ahead might look like for your own plans, whether that's related to housing or something broader, I'm always happy to have that conversation. I expand on these thoughts a bit more in this week's Market Pulse Weekly blog. You'll find a link to that in the description below.